Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? I see some familiar faces here
Yes.
and some new ones. So, welcome to the last. I don't. I don't think it's a lecture. It's more a discussion that we can have, and feel free to participate. It's something that I felt quite needed. How do you talk with non-vegans? Okay, because I'm sure that all of you had the opportunity to hear different kinds of remarks, and you sometimes react in a specific way. That's fine. That's fine.
Do you have a microphone?
You cannot hear me? Yeah, I have a mic. Let's see if it will be better. 1-1.
Better.
Good. Okay. So what we are going to do now is just a discussion and to see if we can contribute to to conversation, I would say, with non-vegan, to discuss it in a very respectful way, and to how to present. I would say, how many here? Let's say, how many here are vegan? Okay, it's maybe third. And how many vegetarian? Okay, that's fine. And the others are not. That's great because maybe you can present some arguments from the non-vegans. So that will be great to hear. So the idea here is I try to think what we hear from non-vegans that we can react on, what we can say and what we hear often, and what is the best reaction on what we hear. Okay, that's the idea. Now, I had a lot of discussions with many people that are non-vegan. I'm a family physician. My name is Ze'ev Gross, and I have quite a bit of discussion with many patients. Most of them are non-vegan, obviously, and so I'm familiar with what non-vegans say. Okay, and the question is, what is the right thing to say, if there is something like that, right thing. Okay. Now, in order to make it more interesting, I decided to go to someone that will be completely neutral and to get from them some samples of non-vegan sayings and to hear from them what they can react on the non-vegan. So what do you think? Where can I go to hear for someone neutral that is not vegan, it's not non-vegan, and to hear from them what non-vegans say? Well, the answer is ChatGPT. Okay, so ChatGPT is AI. For those that I don't think that there's anyone that doesn't know ChatGPT at this moment. So I went there and I tried to ask the ChatGPT, give me some samples of saying of non-vegan and how to react to it. And we got some interesting replies. Okay, I want to share it with you. That's basically what we are going to do here. But on the way, I would like to hear your opinion, how you react to the sayings that the ChatGPT put there. Okay, so it will be interaction between human and robot, if you want, or human and AI, and it will be very interesting. So to start with, or to kick it off, that's what the ChatGPT suggested when you come and talk with non-vegan. So encourage productive, empathic, empathetic conversations. Okay, that's very nice. How do you do it? The other thing is focus on planting seeds, not winning arguments. That's also nice to hear. And finally, recognize challenges, habits, culture, emotions, and those kind of things of the non-vegan. Very nice things, but you probably ask the obvious question, how do we do it? Okay, that's very nice. Let's do it in practice. So I inquired more, and that's what he says. Challenges in talking with non-vegan. We have emotional barriers, guilt, defensiveness, cultural traditions tied to food, misinformation, nutrition, all of those are known things, but still the question is how we do it. We want more practical examples. So, to make the long story short, we reached that level, what to do, effective strategies. That's what he suggests. And don't worry, it becomes more interesting later. Right now, it's quite, I found it a little bit boring because I didn't know what to do with it. Lead with curiosity. Ask, don't lecture. I think this is a good suggestion. Ask, don't lecture. Fine. Model positivity. I would say this is a very important thing to show how and what these things do to you as a vegan or as a plant-based. What it did to you, how you succeed with the vegan to change your life. Can I tell you a story, Liana here? Yeah, I have her permission. Yes? Okay, so Liana that sits here approached me, I think, a few years ago, and she asked me about, how can I conceive if I have PCOS? Okay, and usually it's how to do so. And I told her, I don't know, try vegan. I didn't need to tell her to try vegan because she was vegan. So she continued to be vegan, and she did a fantastic job in that. And lo and behold, just recently, you can congratulate her, she not only conceived, but gave birth. It goes together. And she definitely says that a lot of it is because her lifestyle, right? And I would warmly recommend you to join her website and community and her potlucks. She did a fantastic potlucks, very, very tasty. You saw, if you were here at 5 o'clock, you saw some of them, and I tasted them, and they were fantastic. So I feel much healthier than then. So model positivity. Find common ground. Kindness, health, so forth. Tell stories. What I did right now, not just statistics, and share delicious food experience. I think that Liana is doing all of this. She definitely shares food, delicious food. She presents herself, what it does to her, and so forth. So it works fantastic because more and more people join, right? Yes, Sarah.
MyPlantBasedPassion.com.
Exactly. So what to avoid? 3 things that I would say what to avoid. One is shaming or guilt tripping. Not to shame the other one because they are not vegan. Overloading with facts or to give statistics, and all or nothing mindset. There is a 4th one. All or nothing mindset and creating us versus them division. So the idea is to get connected and not to divide between us and them. Okay, so I will skip this one, and I want to talk about children a little bit because many people we just mentioned the child. So for Liana, how to bring up a child that is vegan or grow up into a vegan family. So the idea is that children face a lot of challenges when they are vegan. First of all, because many times they are different from other children in their school or environment. And the question is how to do it in the best way. So the ChatGPT had some advices for you, how to do it in the best way, and we will do it quickly. Challenges, in school, food, peer pressure, and questions. Prepare the kids with simple, kind answers so that they will be equipped with the answer ahead of time. Pack tasty vegan food and share it with the other kids so they will see that the food can be tasty, healthy, and not only salads or whatever people think about vegan. And normalize the lifestyle with vegan role model. Teach resilience to the children, and finally work with school for inclusivity. So all of these are good advices. If you can do it with the children and you can prepare them ahead of time to the challenges that they can face in school or other places, that will be great. What to avoid with children? Avoid graphic or content too early to give too graphic description. Teaching fear or anger towards others, and avoid isolation. Emphasize pride and belonging. Very nice. In conclusion, avoid graphic content to the children, avoid teaching fear or anger, and avoid isolation. All that very nice. Now, I'm going to open a new part here, which is, I found it more interesting, because this is the talk. What you need really, or how you talk to a non-vegan. And the ChatGPT divided it into 4 categories. Very interesting, I might say. 4 categories of sentences that non-vegan can present to you. So, what are the categories? One is under the I would say, title curious or practical, playful and teasing, defensive and critical, and the final positive stereotypical. Now, I want to present to you from each one of them about 2 or 3 sentences, and I would like you to react to them. These are sentences that non-vegan usually say, according at least to the ChatGPT, which I found it quite true in reality. And I would like you to react on it. Let's start with the curious and practical. Okay? What he categorized as curious and practical. So, one sentence is, where do you get your protein from? Right? You have this question all the time. So, 1, 2 answers. Come on, yes. What's your name?
Kevin.
Yes, Gary.
My response is usually, why do you think protein is so important?
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, maybe I want the people will hear you. Yes. Go ahead.
Say it all over again. I rebut to the people and ask them why do they think protein is so important.
Good. And anybody has the answer why protein is so important? Sorry?
You need it. You need it.
You need it. Okay, protein, we need it. Okay, actually, we don't need so much of protein. Okay, we don't need so much of protein, and there is the industry, one of the hype, I would say, is to show that we need a lot of protein. You don't need a lot of protein. My answer many times to people that talk about protein and what stayed behind this saying is, meat is full of protein. So you need meat. And I'm doing physical activity, I am weightlifting, I want to build my muscles, so I need a lot of meat, okay? And then my answer to them What do you think the gorilla eats?
Yeah.
Okay, the gorilla is quite muscular, I think. What do you think the elephant? What do you think the ox? Okay, they are the biggest animal, the strongest animal on earth, and they eat from the source. They eat protein from where the protein comes from. Okay, the answer of the ChatGPT was the following: from plants, the same place animal gets there. Okay, I think it's a fair enough answer, don't you think so?
That's a good one.
Okay, so what I would ask you to do, I want it to be really interactive because I'm sure that the ChatGPT listen to us wherever we are. So I want you, if you think that the answer is good, give him a clap. Okay? Now, if the answer is very good, give him a strong clap. Okay? So let's go to the next one. Remember, these are under the category of curious and just wanting to know the facts. They are not teasing you. They want to know. So the next one, don't you miss cheese, bacon, ice cream? I miss it, but I can get it in a vegan version. Okay? I can add, I think that we saw around here a lot of cheese and ice cream and other stuff. I don't know if ice cream, but sorry, there was
They have Dole Whip. I think it doesn't have dairy in it.
dairy.
I think it doesn't have dairy. Somebody was selling something called Dole Whip.
Okay, here we go. So we have a lot of options there that are vegan, that ice cream, and there are cheese and bacon taste for sure, and all of that is in a vegan version, which will be healthier without any additional chemicals. So that's my answer, but you can have a different answer, which is completely okay. Anybody wants to share an answer? Yes.
Well, I just say no because I get it from plant sources, and there's so many recipes out there for like nice cream and shiitake bacon. It's way healthier and
Okay.
it tastes to me just as good.
You are invited the next
Yeah.
meeting. No, really, to demonstrate and show us how to do the recipes. But that's great. So that's exactly what the ChatGPT says. Okay, he says, not as much as I enjoy staying true to my values. Clapping. According to the volume of your clapping, it sounds like it's in between. It's not the strongest. Let's see. What about the next one? The next one, what do you eat if you don't eat meat? As if you don't have anything else to eat. So what do you eat if you don't eat meat? Right? And you know what? I can hear it quite a bit from people that are on meat and potatoes here, and they say, oh, if you don't eat meat, what can I eat? There is nothing there. They definitely didn't hear about vegetables, about other stuff, and broccoli and beans and tofu and mushrooms and all of that. That's completely new for them. But what do you say? Anybody wants to share? What do you eat if you don't eat meat? Some, you know what they tell me? I'm eating chicken. Because in their eyes, chicken is not meat. Okay, or fish. Fish is not meat. Okay, which is not true. Okay, because all of them have muscle and they have cholesterol, and we have all of those things that you have in meat. Okay, but again, not to tease anyone. Let's see what the ChatGPT says. Okay, what they say: everything you do, just minus the animals.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's left only with potato.
Anything you do. Okay, so if here is the answer. If you eat meat and potatoes, you eat only potatoes, right? But it's not a good answer. That's why nobody clapped. Nobody liked this answer. So give a better answer. Okay? I will feedback the ChatGPT after that about your reaction. So do you take supplements? Okay, so that's an answer. That's a question, quite regular question. Do you need to take supplements?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your answer? Yes, I want to hear.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
I usually say B12 is really the only mandatory one, but, and usually it follows up with, well, where would you get it in nature? And I'd say, well, it would be from unchlorinated water from the ponds, dirt, and bugs and stuff, and I don't do that anymore. We don't,
It's
I
good.
need to.
Good to know that you did it before, but you don't do it anymore. Yes, so that's very, very much what the ChatGPT did. Okay, only B12, same one farm animals get to. So that's what the ChatGPT said, but you don't clap to him, right? No, okay. So I will let him know to omit the last two. Okay, now let's move to another category in order to make it more interesting, right? Let's talk about playful or teasing saying, okay, by non-vegans. Okay, what about the following one? Okay, if you were on a deserted island with a pig, would you eat it? That's definitely teasing, right? So I would like to hear a few comments here. What do you say? After that, I will show you what ChatGPT said. Okay, come on. Yes.
I would say I live in Edmonton, not on a deserted island.
Yeah.
Good one. Yes, I will. I think, yes, you want to say something? No. Yes, that's fine. Your answer is good as any else. That's fine. Come on. What do you say?
That you would, if you can't kill the pig, you can't eat it. Like, I wouldn't be able to kill it.
So what you are going to do? You starve?
You-
Starving. Oh, that's a you want to say? Yes, come on. Okay, that's fine. So ChatGPT has a very interesting answer, which I cannot tell you that I like it. Yes.
If there's no other food, I eat the pig.
Okay. The answer here, oh, you want to say? Yes, go ahead.
Well, you could teach the pig to go and dig truffles.
Okay. Nobody say about vegan pig. Maybe if the pig is vegan, maybe. So the Chat GPT said the following. Very interesting, I would say. He said, if I were stuck with you, would I eat you? Clapping, clapping, clapping.
That's really good.
Right? Okay. So that's a good one. So plants feel pain too, right? That's usually saying, you know, you don't want to hurt the animals, but you hurt the plants. Okay, they feel pain. Why you eat them? So what do you say? You don't agree with that? Yes.
Maybe plants don't have a nervous system, so they don't.
Okay, here we have a scientific answer. Yes,
Plants don't have a nervous system.
hair plants.
So they
Hair plants don't have nervous system. Maybe others they have. So yeah, so plants don't have nervous system. But remember, this is more teasing and playful. So I don't know what the ChatGPT said here, to tell the truth, but let's see. So then eating them directly save pain, right? The other part I didn't understand. Maybe someone want to tell me what is say that fewer plants needed without animals in between.
You don't have to feed the, yeah.
You don't need to feed as much. Yes.
Animals and people.
Yes, that's why I'm happy that you are here.
You don't have to feed, and you don't have to feed the animals and also people the same food.
Okay, you don't need to feed animal and people the same food. So that's fantastic. So this is a very interesting answer. I had to wrap my head around it, but it was a good one. Okay, let's go. I could never give up bacon.
hear that all the time.
You hear it all the time. So what you answer them, it's interesting.
I always say, you know, I love animals. I don't want to eat them.
Good for you. What about the other answer? You want to answer? Yes.
I would say yes.
They have nervous system.
Oh, yeah. I would say, yes, you could.
Yes, you could. Okay. So the Chat GPT, just to let you know what he said or she said, I don't know if Chat GPT is he or she, but maybe it. But this is the answer. I quit years ago and still wake up happy every morning. So yes, clapping. I think it's good. It's not, it's not patronizing, and it's not defensive, and it's true. You want to add?
I think cheese is supposed to be hard to get.
Sorry, cheese.
Cheese is supposed to be the hard.
Yeah, that's right. Cheese is very hard to get rid of, but we have so many alternatives these days for cheese that are vegan. I think that here was one of the vendors, fantastic cheese, and we tried it, and we bought. We didn't buy here, but we will buy it online because of the heat. But we will buy it. Fantastic cheese. Check it out. After that, I will give you the email, the website. Sorry. Okay, so that's a fantastic thing. But what the ChatGPT have to say about it is right now. Sorry, that's what he said about it. He said about it.
We already talked about that part.
What he said.
You just had the previous slide. It said.
Oh yeah. And I wake up every morning. Yeah. That's right. So defensive, critical. That means that's another category of non-vegans saying that they are critical. They are criticizing vegan. That's happened a lot. And the question is what or how you react. So one of the things that you can see right now, being vegan is so extreme. What do you say? Is it extreme?
Extremely kind. I like that.
Sorry?
Is that extremely kind? Like, I don't know. That's extreme what? It's like, you could fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Just say, you could fill in the blank of extremely kind.
Extremely kind. Okay, that's a continuation from the playful, I would say. Yeah. Nice. You can give her a clapping. Yes, it was extremely kind. Yes.
Extremely good for the environment.
Yes, that's also true. Yes.
Extremely healthy.
Extremely healthy. It's extreme. Yes. Everybody can identify with extreme. Yes.
Killing animals is extreme.
That's right. And that's very similar to what they say there. Factory farming is more extreme than choosing beans over beef. Right? So I think it's a good saying. So the next one, our ancestors ate meat. Why shouldn't we? That's questionable if they ate only meat, because previously, hunting gatherers, yes, it was, but what was before or after, I don't know.
Well, aren't we descended from apes, so our teeth are kind of flat? And
Okay, she was descended from ape,
Yes,
and
yes, I was.
we descended from ape, and they were vegetarian. Okay, so that's true. But let's see. Our ancestors also didn't have Wi-Fi or vaccines, right? We evolved. Give him a clap. I think it's a good one. Right? And what about this one? Vegan food is too expensive.
I don't see. Yes. No, I don't.
You don't say that. Okay. Yeah, you don't agree?
Well, you can be depending on what you buy, right?
Sorry?
It could be cheap or expensive.
Yeah,
So
it could be.
It can be cheaper.
Could be cheap or expensive. That's right. So depending where you buy and what you buy. Right.
If the other part of the family doesn't want it, then you buy both, so then it becomes more expensive.
That's right. not all the family is plant-based, it become more expensive. I agree. So the ChatGPT, what they say is potatoes, beans, and rice are some of the cheapest foods around, and that's true.
And lentils.
Lentils, yes, all of those things. So I completely disagree that it is expensive, because if you prepare yourself, of course, if you go to a fancy restaurant and you ask vegan, they charge you premium. But if you do it yourself, or if you go to restaurants that are dedicated for vegan, it will be much reasonable.
When it compared it with beef, beef is really expensive now, right? So
That's right. Meat and fish and all of those are more expensive for sure. Okay? And let's look at this category, positive and stereotypical. So this is positive saying or stereotypical saying about vegans. What is your remarks on them? Wow, you must be really healthy. So I don't know if it is done cynically or it was done real, because yes, really, most of the plant-based that are, because of plant-based, they are healthy. This is a little bit, if you will check it statistically, you might get biased. Why? Because many people that become sick, then they start to be plant-based. They find the plant-based. So it creates the impression that people that are not healthy, they are plant-based. This is not true. Those that are plant-based from the beginning, they can maintain their health for a long period. Those of you that maybe saw the blue zone, for instance, okay, the people that live more than 100 and so forth, most of them, all of them in the areas that they found were either vegetarian or vegan. So it's definitely healthy diet, one of the healthiest that you can get. So that's true. But the question is, what do you answer? First of all, you can say, yes, this is true. I feel better, or most of the people that I know feel better. They say sometimes, but Oreos and fries are vegan too, which are not exactly the healthiest. Yes, yes, that's true. So vegan can be unhealthy. Okay, we know that. A lot of sugar and oil and other stuff. So you need to choose carefully whether you are vegan or you are not non-vegan. Doesn't matter. Choose carefully what you eat. Now, you must eat so much salad. Remember, people that are non-vegan, many people think that vegan live on salads. That's what they eat all day long, but we know that it's not true. What can you say in one sentence? Yes, you want to say one sentence.
I'll just tell you this, that 13 and a half years ago, I went vegan one night, overnight, because I saw videos on animal welfare and I was studying all about health and all that. And that's exactly what I thought. I started crying because I thought, I'll have to live on salads the rest of my life. I mean, I'm an idiot.
That's right.
It's just so.
And I hope that you change your mind since then.
I did change my mind since then.
Yeah, so you change your mind since then. You don't need to live on salad as a vegan. Nobody would live on salad alone. So the answer here, only when it comes with falafel and hummus on top. So that's nice. By the way, I believe that most of you are familiar with Padmanabhi, right? Padmanabhi, I think that most of my patients that question if to eat and what to eat and eat only salad, I send them to Padmanabhi to try, and they came, usually they come in awe. They really see what's going on, what are the options, and it's opened their eyes. So it's fantastic. Not only salad for sure. And I respect that, but it's not for me. Okay? We have these people that say that. First of all, we need to respect their choice, of course. The idea is not to convert anyone to become a plant-based, but the question is, what do you answer them? When they say that, first of all, you don't need to answer because I don't think it's a question. It's just a saying.
Can you
Yes.
ask them why?
Like,
Sorry?
you ask them why they think that?
Why they think
Why,
that?
yeah, why?
It's not for me. Yes, of course you can ask why it is. That's a question over something that is not a question. But the ChatGPT suggested, fair enough, I once felt the same before trying it. Right? Yeah, clap. I think it's a good one. Anyway, that's the idea. The idea is that I don't see any reason that you cannot good answer without offending anyone. The idea is not to show them that your way is better than theirs. It doesn't, because it suits them and they feel fine. Okay, go ahead. But you can show them that it works for you. Okay, and if they are interested, they can question, they can get more answers, and that will be fine. So the idea here is not to convert anyone, and that's one of the issues that I see with vegan and create a bad PR for vegan, is that people try to convert others. We don't try to convert anyone. You just need to stick to your values and to show that what you are doing is good for you. That's good enough. Be a role model. And that's, I would say, in conclusion, that what we have here, this is, I just want to check your memory a little bit. In conclusion, let's see if vegan good for memory. Okay, so where do you get your protein from? What is it? Say. Yes. So from the same place your protein gets it, plants. Okay, what was the next one? Don't you miss cheese, bacon, ice cream? What was the answer? I don't miss it.
I wake up happier.
Yes, not as much as I enjoy living in line with my values. Okay, that was a good one. You clapped for it. And what about this one? What do you eat if you don't eat meat? Yeah, everything you do just without the animals. And do you take supplements? Yes, B12 and like farm animals and so forth. So what I want to tell you in conclusion, everybody, I would suggest those of you who are plant-based, you are on the right track, no doubt about it, because we have quite a bit of studies showing plant-based is the right way from the diet perspective. However, when you talk with a non-plant-based or non-vegan, I would suggest you to respect whatever they come with and try not to convert them. There is no need to convert anyone, just to make sure that you are healthy, you are doing the best that you can, and share. Sharing is a great thing, Liana. Liana is master in sharing, in sending, building community and online communities is the best way to share. So share between you, invite for potlucks. When you are in a potluck, you can enjoy double. Beside the social happening, you enjoy to try other food, and if you like it, you can get the recipes. The way that we arrange potluck with Liana is that people send the recipe ahead of time, so you get it, and then you can try it when you come to the potluck, and if you like something, you have the recipe. So that's fantastic. It's a great way to increase your repertoire. So I would invite anyone here to start your own community or join a community in order to share. This is a good way to get social and to increase what you already know, to learn more and to learn new things. Okay, so that was short. Any question so far? You can ask question in any areas that you want. If it is medical, because some of you have medical questions, some of you have others.
What
Yes.
about the lectins and like nightshades and beans that some doctors, like what's his name, Gundry, is saying affects the microbiome or the lining of the intestines?
Okay, so the question, if I understand it correctly, or if I heard it correctly, is what about the lentils, if it is really good for you, right? Because some
Lectins.
lectin, okay, I thought you were talking about lentils. No, the lectin. Okay, so did you try it?
Well, I've been eating them. I don't know if they're doing damage to it or not, right?
No, you know what? What I can tell you here is about things that I know from evidence, from studies. If there are not enough studies about something, I don't think that it will be fair to say one way or the other. I don't think that there is enough studies to say anything right now about it. Okay? Because whatever,
nutritionfacts.org, look there, there's one thing.
yeah, facts.org, Dr. Michael Greger takes it from, but sometimes he takes it from very anecdotal studies. So we cannot build on it mainstream. So we need to be aware of it. Okay, Michael Greger is doing a fantastic job. I completely like him. If you don't know him, it's facts.org. It's a good thing to open it to short videos. You can learn a lot there, but everything you need to be aware. Take with a grain of salt. Okay, so if it is mainstream, if we have enough evidence, it will be the mainstream. So until now, we have a lot of things that might work, might not work. So I'm very hesitant to recommend some things that we don't have good evidence for it. Okay? Any other questions? Okay? Yes. Yeah.
I just want to say if anyone here is starting out and doesn't know where to start, I have a free ebook called How to Start a Plant-Based Diet. So if you come and ask me for my email, I can send it to you.
Yeah, and it's free. Okay, so you can give it a try and to see how it works for you. If we don't have any other questions, I think this is about the time to wrap it up. So thank you very much for being here after a long day. Take care.